Hi guys, welcome back my channel. Today I will review the Jump and the Restless Friday about Sarah, a nature and Nick. Okay, now let's break down.
Young and the Restless Y&R for Friday, November 6th, teased that some positive energy was flowing for Sharon Newman. At Crimson Lights, Sharon spoke to Ray Rosales and Mariah Copeland about how it felt like the cloud had gone up. At Abbott, Sally Spectra doesn't get any recognition from Summer Newman, so she sees Summer as obsolete. Summer says she actually did that for a while. Things are awkward when Jack Abbott arrives and Summer introduces her as Sally Spectre. Sally changed her name to Summer, Jack realized. He notes that Lauren Baldwin will be out for a while, so Sally wonders where she can get some coffee in the meantime. Jack introduces the Crimson Lights and encourages Summer to bring Sally there. On the Crimson Lights porch, Theo Vanderway spoke to Kyle Abbott about Dina Mergeron's reception. He gloats because he finds a way to connect with the Kyle family despite being treated like an outsider. Kyle acted as if he didn't care, but Theo could tell he did. He thought he should go mad because his position in this family was made clear. He said everyone received a piece of the necklace except him. According to the notes, Dina is still his grandmother. When Dina was healthy, they shared some true connection moments according to Theo. Theo also talked about the breakup between Kyle and Summer. When Theo suggested Kyle vented his anger, Kyle assumed they might be cousins but they weren't friends. Anything that Theo tried to pull was not successful. Faith changed clothes and removed her makeup before entering the cafe. Sharon seemed skeptical about Faith being bailed for what she thought had fallen asleep, but Faith assumed this was where she wanted to go. As Sharon walked into the kitchen, Mariah wondered what had really happened to Faith and her friends. Mariah worries that there's partying and explains that she wants to say things like smoking, drinking and touching the bathing area. Faith laughed and pushed Mariah to stop the embarrassing discussion. After that, Mariah recalled the wild days when she was young. She cuts down on classrooms and shop, taking a lot of risks that she shouldn't have. Faith thought that sounded tame, but Mariah wouldn't give her any opinion. She admits there are people around her who are bad influencers. Mariah rejoiced that nothing had worse consequences. She felt maybe Faith could feel lonely even with those around her, but Faith promised that everything was fine. Ray showed up again to help plan the wedding. Mariah rushed in, but Faith looked sluggish and distracted. Someone texted a picture of Faith embarrassing at the party and added a message that, "Little Newman, shouldn't cry. Mom is coming." Or maybe not. Faith almost shed tears when she saw the scene in Wednesday's episode of Young and the Restless. Summer walks into the courtyard with Sally, who knows Theo since she lived in New York for several months with her ex-boyfriend, Thomas. As far as Thomas remembers, Thomas was a jackal, so Sally affirmed that because Thomas dumped her soon after. Theo wants to buy dinner for Sally while she's in town. After Theo got Sally's number, he noted that he followed Sally's latest social media storm and searched for her by all means. Watching, so Summer warns Sally that he is a liar, a manipulator and a careless. Sally says Summer is Theo's ex-girlfriend and doesn't seem to mind the warning. Adam faced Chelsea, who was looking at his laptop. She said, "Tell me this is not how it looks." Adam was surprised when she reached the worst conclusion about him and thought he was a monster. She wanted him to convince her that she was wrong and explain why there was a blueprint for Newman Tower with a big red X in the main office. Adam announced he was thinking about renting an office. Chelsea didn't buy it and wondered if he intended to harm the building or the people in it. She warns him not to do something he can't turn around and pleads with him to consider how it will affect Connor. While alone, Adam telephoned someone about a change of plan. "I need you to take care of me something. Right now." After returning to Adam, he gets another warning from young Adam. This was worse than anything Adam ever did. Adam argued that they couldn't change the past, everything that led them to this point. With Chelsea again, she assured Khloe she was looking to the future. Chelsea mentioned her upcoming meeting with Chance and lied about a legal issue that did not involve Adam. When Chelsea were alone, she opened the door expecting Chance and received a nasty surprise. We didn't see the man's face, but he fought Chelsea before kidnapping her. In the park, Khloe joined Kevin Fisher along with Chance. Khloe tells Chance not to defend Adam, the wicked. She hoped Chelsea were on time and that Adam hadn't ruined her life forever. After Chance left, Khloe and Kevin talked about being on the same page about Adam. Kevin can tell that Khloe is very worried. What Chelsea didn't say worried Khloe. I just have a really bad feeling about this. Chance rang the doorbell at the Chancellor Mansion on Wednesday's Y&R episode, but there was no answer. He left Chelsea a voicemail urging Chelsea to get in touch and seemed uncomfortable. Back at Abbott, Sally meets Lauren. They talked about Sally's amazing aunt, the original Sally Spectra, before moving on to Sally's career. Sally isn't sure what her plan looks like, but she wants a fresh start in a new place, and possibly a new job. With Faith again, she tried to get more involved in wedding planning. Her faith seemed to still decline, but she wanted Sharon to have the happiness she deserved. Jordan texted Faith about being lacking everything, but Faith said her mother needed it and vowed to join her next time. At the Chancellor Mansion again, Khloe came home with Kevin and looked scared because Chelsea wasn't there. Adam, for his part, received an especially frightening delivery when the bizarre music came out. There was a small tank inside that looked extremely poisonous and troublesome. Adam also received a message informing him that his latest needs had been resolved. Sharon suggests that she looks forward to a wedding and shares all of this joy with the people she loves. At Brett's house, Faith Newman was annoyed when Jordan urged her and the others to go to a nearby indoor swimming pool. Faith motivated Jordan to continue and promised that she would catch up. We heard the sounds of partying and splashes before a guy asked what Jordan was doing to waste her time with the Newman loser. Faith is sad about the hurtful comment. At Adam Newman's penthouse, Chelsea Lawson begs Adam to tell her that he has no plans and it looks like he is. Adam felt like Chelsea's first instinct was to jump to the worst possible conclusion, and that told Adam all he needed to know about Chelsea and their relationship. Adam felt like Chelsea thought he was a monster with the ability to do unspoken things, he could see it in Chelsea's eyes. Adam felt all of his doubt and fear that began the night Chelsea discovered what had happened in Kansas. Chelsea points out that Adam has a schematic diagram of the Newman Tower on his laptop. There is a bright red X near the CEO's office. Anyone can have doubts about this, Chelsea argued. Tell me why I shouldn't be. Chelsea wondered if this was a theft, digital espionage or worse. She asked if Adam was planning to do something about the building with the people in it. Adam thinks Chelsea's imagination is working, but Chelsea does not think so. She begged Adam not to do something he couldn't go back to. Adam says he's someone like him since he was 11, but Chelsea wants him to stop and see how this will affect Connor Newman. After Chelsea left, Adam called someone about a change of plans and wanted him to take care of something right now. At Chancellor's Mansion, Chelsea seemed torn. Khloe Mitchell noticed and wondered what was going on. Chelsea refused everything, but Khloe pointed out that it is only a matter of time before Adam can do the terrible. Phyllis told Nick about Victoria booked the 3 floors of the Grand Phoenix at a discounted price for attendees of Newman's upcoming roundtable event. Phyllis pointed out that it was the deal she came up with, and that's what got her stuck in that mess to get started. Phyllis is happy that Newman will eventually smell like Rose, though the move is deliberate and petty. She noticed Nick seemed preoccupied with something on her phone, and she asked if he was listening. Nick informed Phyllis that she had been talking about Victoria and the roundtable for 3 hours, and Phyllis was right about all of that. He asked what Phyllis would do about it, and she lamented that nothing could be done. Nick reminded her that he had offered to help her, but she continued to refuse to let him be released. He urged her to work with Victoria to come up with a manageable and suitable solution for both people, but Phyllis assumed Victoria would hear nothing but her terms of surrender. Nick has offered his services as a peace broker and all he has to do is hit the submit button. Phyllis asks to find out who he is going to text. At Newman Enterprises, Nikki was stunned by Victoria's plan to hold a business roundtable in Grand Phoenix at a discounted price, because the hotel would be a huge success. Nikki asks why that is a good thing when Newman owns 75% of the shares. Victoria reasoned that it was negligible given the publicity they received, and she would have to watch Phyllis fall. Nikki falters when Newman loses huge sums of money to Victoria's revenge, but Victoria loves to discuss what's going on with Adam. Victoria asks how her father got the news that Adam doesn't want to do anything with the Newmans, and Nikki reports that Victor is heartbroken. Victoria's phone rings and she discovers a breakfast invitation. Chelsea admitted she had seen Adam, so Khloe was worried that Adam threatened to take custody of Connor. Chelsea offered reassurance, but Khloe doesn't think Chelsea can continue to cling to the delusion of who she thinks Adam might be. After Khloe stepped up, Chelsea called Chance Chancellor. Chance felt that Chelsea was very sad and agreed to come. Chelsea admitted this was about Adam's state of mind, but she didn't want to go into details until Chance got there. Keep up with the latest news on Y&R.